It's on perfect. It's now recording. I'm gonna welcome everyone once again to this amazing AMA we have with the Rich Quack 2.0 team right here at Drive Its Crypto Lounge. Everyone that's here and everyone that's new should remember that here in the Crypto Lounge, we always discuss and share all the amazing different plays that we can find in the crypto space, even if it's a pre-sale or it's a stealth launch or it's already a token that has already a big reputation, like for example Ripple. We discuss everything here. So today we actually have a good person here that is joining us. It's the Deb from the Rich Quack 2.0 project. Like we said, I've been speaking with him quite a couple days before, on DMs, and we've been sharing some information about the project, and I can already tell you that he is quite committed to his project. But now I would want to welcome once again him, and I would love to tell you if you could tell us a little bit more about who you are, why did you started this project, what is Rich Quack about? Tell us a little bit about all these types of things so we can get this rolling.
Well, I'm from India, and I've been working in many projects. I started as a mod, and in many projects I personally handled marketing for those. And I was like looking after the Rich Quack, the main Rich Quack, and there is nothing like baby Rich Quack and the same project like that.
Yeah, perfect.
So yeah, I took that name from the Rich Quack, but this Rich Quack 2 is my dream project, and I'm working really hard for it.
Perfect. That's nice to hear. That's always nice to hear when a developer is like confirming us that he's like truly into the project. And also it's good to know that you have past experience, and it's good because I actually have, when I did my projects, I had a lot of moderators also. And then a couple of years later, my first project, I did it 2 years ago. And from the 2 years ago from now, I know many of my previous mods that worked for me in my projects, they even went and did their own project. So that's actually pretty good. I think that being a moderator is a really, really good experience for anyone. First you start as a mod, you gain experience, and then once you have enough experience, you can go ahead and do your own project. So that's actually pretty good, to hear. And what made you, what was your motivation when you started thinking about Rich Quack? What's the thing that made you say, hey, I want to do this? Like, what drives you?
Oh, to be honest, actually happens when working with those projects owners. Actually, they don't listen to the workers. Like work over the teams. Okay, so whenever I suggest them for the marketing, like we have to do with this guy, we have to do with this guy, they actually ignore. So and many of them, many projects go fine, but some go down. So the idea came from those that why shouldn't I come with my own when I know how things work.
Yeah, perfect.
So,
That's a really really great point of view. But yes, continue, please.
yeah, so that's the reason I'm here with the Rich Quack 2, and I'm working for this, and I will push it. I will push it with my last of my limit.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing to hear. Like I always say, the one that is the most important person, when it comes to push the project is the developer, and then it comes to the community. So it's good to know that the developer, is actually really committed to keep on pushing, because like we said, the pre-sale or the fair launch, it's something, you can say interesting or maybe fun if you wanted to call it like that. But once you get your project listed, once it's in the open market, that's real life. That's when the true real life appears. So we all need to know. And one of the things that I always look for in devs is that they are willing to keep on pushing, because once you get listed, everything can happen. It can go up and down. It can be anything. So it's actually really good for a dev to keep on pushing and pushing until their last limits, like you just said, man. So that's actually pretty good to hear. But I also wanted to know if you could tell us a little bit more about the Rich Quack team. Is it only you? Are you working with someone? How's the core team made of?
No, actually, it's me only, and I hire some mods, and there is a one guy from the China. He's looking after my whole technical stuffs like bot and all. So we are only 7 right now. So
That's perfect. I love the project that are also a one-man army. I've seen many,
yeah,
many big projects succeed, the famous one-man army.
actually putting everyone in the decisions, it make no sense. So better we move with our ideas.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been seeing, your website, and you have a pretty great, tokenomics. When I always say is that when I see in the tokenomics that, for example, there are no team tokens, and then there's burned, and almost all the supply is going for the fair launch, that's something bullish for me. So actually, could you tell us a little bit more about the tokenomics so everyone can know, please?
Yeah, sure. The 55% is already burned. As you can see in the BSC scan already, I posted the link. And for 39% is in the liquidity for the pre-sale and plus liquidity, and 6% we are holding in our wallet. So to be honest, and that holding of 6% will be unlocked on 20th of the coming 20th, and that will be gradually used for the marketing stuff, and not like rapidly. You know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, I understand perfect. Yeah.
yeah, and we have tax. We have only 5% tax on sales and 0% on buy, where 2% is directly going to burn on every on every trades, and 3% is for the marketing, which we will receive in our wallet, and which I'm gonna use properly for the marketing purpose only.
That's something really important to hear, and I'm glad that you have just said that, because we all know that the teams need, funds flowing in all the time to keep on the marketing. Once you
Yeah,
launch,
exactly.
you need to keep on pushing and pushing. You need to be making calls, you need to be trending, you need to be promoting, hiring, shielding teams. You have a lot of things that you need to do, and to do that, of course, you need money. So having a marketing tax, for me, that's also something bullish, because I've seen many great projects fail because they weren't able to keep on the funds flowing after pre-sale. And
Yeah,
actually, I
yeah, say bro, say yeah.
like I was saying, bro, is that I had a project, that it is amazing. The project is still alive, but one of the main concerns, or one of the main things that we have as a difficulty, is that the pre-sale funds, they run off. Once you collect the funds from pre-sale, eventually they finish. They end. So if you have a marketing tax, that's something really important, because as long as you continue pushing your project, you will get more volume, and the more volume you get, the
Yes.
more marketing you will get. So that's actually a full circle, and that's something bullish.
Yeah, actually, right now the trend is for the 0%, and I personally believe the 0% projects went to dust in like 3 days or a week. When there is a no
Exactly,
marketing
man.
volume, when there is a no trade value, like trading volume or the marketing tax, you can't put whole that money you receive from the pre-sale in the marketing. Okay, at the end,
Exactly.
you will end up with a blank hands, empty hands.
Yeah, brother. I
So
completely
the
agree with you.
So the marketing fund is really required to run the project.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the same as you. Most of the zero tax projects are really good for traders. Are really good for people that are looking
Yes.
for a quick profit, because you can enter and get out with zero tax. You only pay the gas fees, and the gas fees in Binance Smart Chain are cents. So they're actually really good for investors and people that are just trading. But when you have a marketing tax, you can bet that this is a long-term project, because the project can keep on growing, and the dev is going to be really focused on keep on pushing the project. So that's actually really great. So for me, the tokenomics are quite bullish, to be honest. And
Yeah,
then,
actually, oh, yeah, say bro, say it.
no, please, you have the word, brother.
No, actually, about the tokenomics. So the tax. First, when I was creating this contract, I thought that I have to put the reflection for the holders for the long term aspect. Okay, but suddenly I thought better I put that tax into the burn, because what I believe, the reflection, even if I put 2%, the majority of those reflection will move towards the debt wallet, and just a certain percent will move into the holder's wallet. And better burn will be a good thing to reduce the supply and the charge as well for the price.
Perfect, man. Perfect. And one question: where are you a developer yourself, or what I'm trying to say is, were you the one that coded the project, or you use a token generator, or maybe or you're working with someone that codes the contracts and stuff?
No. I haven't generated this from the token generator. I made it from the developer.
Oh, nice.
And it is you can check our audit as well. It is properly made on the SAFU norms.
Amazing, man. Yeah, that's actually something that I was going to ask you, man. I see that you have an audit from Rug Free Coins, that it's a quite respectable company.
Yeah.
And that's actually pretty good. So if you were the one that made the contract and got audited by Rug Free Coins and everything's all right, man, congratulations.
But in audit, there is also there is one red mark where we have to enable the trades. So why that option is there? Because we need a certain time to set up our things for the marketing. So we have made that function of enabling trade, and at the same time, or the launch time, we will enable it.
Okay, perfect. And for example, I understand that function that you can enable trade, but once you enable trade, can you disable trade?
You can open that audit. There is perfectly written. Once we can enable that trade, we can't disable that trade.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear, man. That's what I wanted to hear, because I understand your point of view, of trying to don't let people trade before you, of course, get all the marketing in motion. But it's good that you have the power to stop trading. That's actually really great, man.
No. We actually I just told you, that contract is made on SAFU norms. Like the SAFU developers are making contracts. I choose those contracts only, and I made it.
That's pretty great, pretty great. And now that we're talking about launch, that's something that it's quite near, the fair launch of Rich Quack. As you all know, guys, I need to tell you that it's ending in 42 minutes. So actually, you're getting your last chance of getting into this train. For the ones that are interested, I know that many of you are listening here to see whether you're going to get in. But what I wanted to know, something that is really important for the pink sale investors and me, of course, and everyone, is what's your post-launch marketing strategy? What are the strategies that you're planning to do for launch? I know that fair launch will end, and then you will be doing launch. I don't know in how many time, but what are your plans to have like a very good launch?
Yeah, sure. Actually, since day first, when I started this project, I've been searching for the marketers, and I negotiated with well-known names, about 50 plus, and there are some Twitter guys, like if you know about Crypto Maestro, DJ Pestis, and Crypto Gems and all, like Ralph Vero. So I have already negotiated with them. Also I negotiated with J-Dog from the Pin Sale for the banner in Hong Kong and Seoul.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, but I was accepting for the good race in the pre-sale.
Yeah, of course. So you're waiting to have like a really good race, because the more you raise, the more marketing you can use, right?
Yeah, because once the name will be popular, and I believe that it should be spread worldwide.
Yeah.
Only then we get more investors.
That's true. And one thing that I also like to say in fair launches, I'm a crypto investor. I invest a lot in pink sale pre-sales and everything. And having a decent raise is good, but it's never good to overfill your raise in pink sale, at my opinion, because then it's very difficult to control it at launch. So right now you're having a pretty decent raise. Your soft cap was 1 BNB and you have currently 34. BNB. So you're
Yeah.
34x on your soft cap. That is actually pretty great. You're also trending number 3 at the moment. That's actually pretty good, man. So yeah, so
Really? I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. Oh man, really
I'm
nice.
watching it right now, man. So actually, I think that
Oh,
the
that's good.
DCMA is working, but it's good to know that you're planning all these type of things for launch, because, like I said, launching is one of the most important things. And
Yeah, as
one
you.
thing that
Yeah, say.
the last thing that I wanted to ask you myself, before we start having the questions from the audience, because we all know that there are many people here have their hands raised and they want to ask you questions. I want to know, like, what's your future vision of this token? Like how can you imagine that this token can keep on growing? Because once it launched, okay, perfect. But what is like your dream or vision, or what are you planning, or what's the big next steps for this token once it's launched?
Yeah, look, I today I dropped a message in my announcement that I'm looking for the long term with this project, and once it started grow, I personally dox myself in my group.
Nice.
And also right now, like the in the back days, like in past, that Dogecoin started as a meme, the Shiba Inu started as a meme, but once it get popular, the Shiba Inu is right now working on a Shibarium, but Dogecoin remains the same. Okay, so the same is my vision. First, I will build a community as a meme, and then we'll start working on my roadmap, white paper, and the utilities one by one. So I'm not gonna stop here. I have good vision and will plan accordingly.
Perfect, man. That's good to hear, because I love when people aim for long-term projects, to be honest, because short-term projects are also nice. If you tell everyone that, hey, this is like a short-term project where everyone can make like a quick buck and stuff, that's also great. But having a long-term project is actually really good. So I'm glad that you're trying to keep on pushing this. And for me, like I said, projects that have marketing wallet are, for me, the most important, because they can keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And the more they push, like I said, it's the first circle. The more you push, the more volume you're getting, and the more volume is more marketing. So you have to take on
Really?
advantage on that, man. And actually, what you said about the billboards, in Hong Kong and Seoul, you said, right?
Yeah. Yes. I talked with like JDoc for the UK as well, but they told me that we won't get the dates. So, but literally right now I'm looking for the raise. If I get enough raise, so I will publish it. I will start my like billboard campaigns,
Perfect, man. Perfect.
and it will be up for the 2 days. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing, and that's a good strategy, to be honest. That's a good strategy. But and another thing that Rich Quack CEO just said, guys, is that he will dox himself after the project becomes successful. So that's something that you should all know, because like I always say, being doxed in crypto is really important. And once a project developer doxes themselves, that's a big plus. So actually, congratulations on that, Rich Quack. I think that's a great decision. That, of course, it's not an obligation, because there are many projects that are the devs are not docs and they're still successful. But for me, adding a doxing to you, it's really great. So you're actually trending number 1 now. So really great, man. 34.8 BNBs raised at the moment. So congratulations, man. You have 36 minutes to go. Trending number 1, looking good, man.
Oh,
Remember
this one.
the last minutes are the ones that get crazier.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
So one thing that I wanted to ask you, the last question for me, guys. I see that many of you have your hands raised, and we're going to go with the community questions right now. But I just want one last question. Then the last question is: I've seen in your pink sale description that the first sex listing will be Bitmart, and I wanted to know, have you already started talking with them? Is it just something you're exploring, or there's something more concrete? What is the current status of the
No,
sex
no,
listing?
no. Actually, I just told you that the since like I started this project, I've been in negotiation with many. So the Bitmart is already done, but the Bitmart, they offered me listing package with the 50K. So that's why I'm looking for the good raise. But I negotiated with them well, so they break down at they get at $30K. So
It's still expensive, you know.
yeah, it is. But the Bitmart is the name, so I'm looking forward to it.
Totally, man, totally. Like I always say, you know, sex listings are really important because they can get you mainstream. So if you're actually planning to be the next Shiba or the next Doge or Pepe, you know, being on a sex is something that you need to.
Yeah, yes, I'm planned, but if not today, definitely I will bring it in the future.
Totally, man, totally. Perfect. Good to know that you have the ambition and you're ready for that. So guys, actually we spent the first 30 minutes of our AMA here at Drybit's Crypto Lunch. We have 40 participants at the moment. Yeah, 40 participants at the moment. So actually a great attendance. And I have already asked all the questions that I wanted to know. Remember that I am an investor myself and I always want to clarify all my doubts. But let's start with the community questions, okay? Let's see who has some question to ask. I see a lot of people with their hands raised. So I'm going to start one by one. Let's say we're gonna start with one famous person here in the community that always knows how to ask great questions. That is my boy, Sam Murphy. Sam Murphy, you're unmuted, man. You have the first question.
Hey, Quack, how are you?
Hey, man. I'm fine. You tell.
Yes, good to see you're working hard.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Okay. My only concern is like you have been working hard so long from past 2-3 days working on the pre-sales.
You can check my pin messages. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there from past 2 days. A lot of messages, a lot of promotions. But one concerning point is like even after so much promotions, you will very limited resources. I see that you're standing at 34 BNB. So for the further marketing, will you be spending out of your pockets or there's any other options like plan B to proceed for the success of the project?
Yeah, the raise we will use it in the marketing as well and from my pocket as well. And we have marketing wallet. So no, but there is one thing. I'm not gonna spend all at once. Okay. It will really be a bad idea to spend all at once. We will start it slowly, and we'll move forward. So
it means you will not abandon the pre-sale. Whatever they collected, you will proceed with the next process.
Never. Right? Yeah. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Yes. Look. We have a great supply. We have a great supply, and we will. I know that we're gonna get ultra mini cap. So the access chances will be huge from the launch. So and those will buy in the pre-sale will get benefit. I think that
Okay, fine. That's with very limited resources. You are proceeding with the project. Good luck and good wishes. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Great question by Sam Murphy. So actually, guys, I was drinking a glass of water right now, and the glass spilled here next to my computer. So I'm cleaning this up. So let's see who gets the next question. So let me just check. I'm going to select someone that is coming from your community, Rich Quack, okay? I see someone that is from your community that is here. We have Fat Man Drake. Hey, Fat Man Drake, how's it going? You have the microphone. Fat Man, are you there? How's it going, brother?
I'm audible.
We can hear you, man.
Okay. Yeah, bro, you are audible.
Okay, also, my question is with its fantastic appearance in the crypto land, so I just want to know, like, what strategy have the Rich Quack 2.0, or let us say, what utility have you guys put in place to take spots at the top of any project, bringing generational wealth to many holders and investors?
No, about the utilities, I'm not going to put it right now. So let's build just like I told you, first we have to build the community. Okay, then I will share you guys my ideas and share a roadmap and white paper as well. So we have to wait for that. I'm not rushing on everything.
That is a pretty decent answer from Quack. And he was telling us before in the AMA that right now he's focused on doing more community building. You know, let me just mute him because he's giving me a little bit of echo. He is truly focused on doing community building, and like he said, for example, Shiba, you know, they start as meme tokens, and then of course as time goes by, they evolve into something new and something with utility. So he's not rushing it right now. He's actually doing step by step, which is actually really respectable, Quack. So actually, I support you on that, man. Let me just see who else has a question, guys. Let's ask great questions, please. So we have. Let me see, I'm going to allow someone else from your community also. They are investors, and I know they're investing. We have Ice Crypto. Ice Crypto, hey, you're allowed to speak, man.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
Yo, how's it going? I believe this is my first time here. I'm Ice Crypto. Great AMA you got going. I know you drive it. Yeah, I've seen you a lot of places. You're a really popular man. So I know you a lot. I know you're a good person. I know you're a good host. Yeah, you're doing great. So straight to my question. Just basically looking at Quack. What comes to the people mind is what NFTs. NFTs. What else? Dog races. Am I correct? Yes. So if you plan on having this NFT, I've seen another project do it. I don't know if the project is still on, but they did it and they went really far with that. You have this Quack NFTs, and with these NFTs, maybe you guys will do some sort of giveaways. Maybe you partner with a call, and maybe the call you say, okay, we are going to have an event, and that event you are going to have a dog race, but you will have to use your Quack NFTs for that dog race, and there will be prizes. This incentive helped the project, and it was really good. And your project looks absolutely good for that idea. So, how do you think about that?
About NFTs, I just said, I will take my further steps. Okay, so I will think about that, and I've noted your suggestion, and it's a good idea. It's a really good idea to raise raise extra fund.
Yeah, it's really good. So another thing, your website is not really having a lot of information. It has good information based on what is available now, but it's not really giving this long-term vibe. I know you said you're a long-term project, but there's a certain things investors look in a long-term project, and that's a lot of information, a lot of plans, and your website doesn't really have that. So I think maybe the project is just in the foundation, is just starting, right?
Okay, about that, I have one answer that, like you said, we don't have much information on our website. So there is one more project. I don't want to name it, but I have to. It's a Babydos 2. Look at their website. Even they don't have any full information on their website. They are just a page website. Okay, so but they are doing great. So it's like a trust. If you trust us, we will carry on our things. We will move it. So and I already told when it grow, I will put further things like roadmap and the white paper, so you guys can clearly read it and ask me what we are going to do in future.
That's actually pretty great, and I agree with you on that, Quack, because there are a lot of projects that don't even have websites at all, and they are performing really well. So actually the website, when it comes to a meme token, it's something you need, yeah, of course, but it's not something that is completely necessary, to be honest, because you are only just sharing the most important information like token, about, and something. You don't need anything else. So actually, I understand that you're just, developing the website for informational issues, and that's it. So it's actually pretty interesting and pretty great to know. But thank you very much, Ice Crypto, for your question, man. Thank you very much. Just let me check on Rich Quack. We're 35.76 BNBs raised, man, right at this moment. So it keeps on growing, and you still have 24 more minutes to go. So I think that many of those people that are actually trying to invest are coming here to listen to you. So that's great, man. We have a question from one really active member and also a really great researcher, that it's Emmanuel. Emmanuel Elan, you're allowed to speak, man. Ask your question. Emmanuel, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you perfectly, loud and clear.
Oh, all right. All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, bro.
Good evening, bro.
Okay. Yeah, someone already actually said what I wanted to ask, but I would like to to ask another question.
Okay.
So, how is it planning to make this Rich Quack? I know I don't want to say he's kind of like working on, because he worked with Rich Quack, the main Rich Quack, and
Hello.
Yeah, I think we lost you, Emmanuel. Are you still with us? In the middle of the question, you got disconnected. Let me just give him one more try. I think he's not. Let me mute him, and if he comes again, I will let him ask the question. We have Tofan. Tofan also is a member of the community, and he wants to ask a question. Tofan, you're free to ask your question. Tofan, are you there?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, brother, loud and clear. What's your question for the Rich Quack 2.0 CEO?
Yeah, thank you. My question is your question. Sorry. Your website information will be 0% tax. So and no team tax token, no allocated. So I want to know about how the team could generate revenue for future development, while the project response still had the trading volume very low.
I can't understand you, bro. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, bro, I couldn't understand you either. You're having a little bit issues in the microphone. I can hear it like a blurry. If you could repeat it a little bit more slowly, maybe we can understand better.
Or maybe you can write it down.
Yeah, how the team could generate revenue for future development, while the project response still had the trading volume very slow.
Sorry, bro.
Can you write it? Can you write it down? Can you write it down?
Yeah, Tofan, please write your question down, because we can't understand it. So please, if you could write it down, he will be answering the question. Don't worry, man. And we have Emmanuel that also said that he was having bad network. So yeah, that's understandable. So we'll still have a few. Yeah, we have a lot of people that are wanting to ask questions. So man, your project is quite popular. You have like 20 people wanting to know more. So congrats on that, man. So let me just unmute Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson, you're unmuted. Cool name, by the way. Homer Simpson, you're unmuted, brother. Homer Simpson, one last chance. He had his hand raised, so I think no. So sorry about that. We're having a little difficulties today with the community questions. So I'm going to go with someone that I know that asks great questions. We have Password. Password, you have the You have the microphone.
Am I audible?
Oh, okay. Well, Homer Simpson, you can ask your question and then it will go password. Homer Simpson, hey.
Okay. My question here is, what do you think of having educational video weekly on YouTube and other channels? I believe this is a great way of creating environmental awareness and even
Yeah,
create
don't worry,
interest on visitors.
I'm planned on that. We will do AMS every week. Maybe 2 AMAs in a week or one, but we are on it. Don't worry about it.
That's amazing. Amazing to hear. You know, like I said, doing AMAs with your community is, for me, the AMAs are one of the best tools ever for marketing and promotion, guys. Because when a dev comes here, you know, spends 1 hour talking with me or talking with the community or anything, that's powerful because you're hearing from him. You know, you're not like reading it from a website or reading it from a white paper or anything. You're just listening firsthand on the developer. So that's something that everyone should be grateful, you know, for the Rich Quack 2.0 CEO to be here answering questions. AMAs are like really important tool. So congrats on that, man. So we actually have the question from Tofan, you know, that we were having trouble understanding him. So his question, I'm going to read it out loud, is your web have mentioned that we'll have 0% tax and no team tokens from your explanation. So what is the revenue model of your project on how the team could generate revenue for further development? Oh, but he got it wrong. Tofan, he has a tax for sale. How much was the tax for sale, Rich Quack?
So on sell tax is 5%, where 2% is for the buyback and burn, and that buyback and burn is not a manual. It is auto buyback. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
So we are not going to receive that 2% in our wallet and then gonna do that buyback and burn. It will automatically buy it from the contract and burn it and send it to the red wallet. Okay, and the 3% will come like we will receive in our marketing wallet. So about the as you asked for the revenue model, to be honest, we do not have any revenue model. We will rely on tax. Okay, and yeah, we will rely on tax. And yeah, about in future we will not in future, like in someday I will like announce something. Okay.
That's okay, perfect. Yeah, like we said, it's not necessary to have a revenue model since you already have the tax from the sales. So actually, that's some kind of revenue model, if we can say it like that. But that's something that will keep the lights on. You know, it's really important to keep the lights on the project and keep it running and flowing. So actually, pretty important. So thank you very much for your question, Tofan. We still have more questions. Let me just see who is with his hand raised for a long time. Okay, we have a member of the community that wants to ask a question. Where is he? I saw him right now. Sir BSC. Sir BSC, you're allowed to speak, man. Sir BSC.
Good day, guys. Good day. I hope you're
good day, brother.
I was checking the websites a few hours ago, and I came across whereby 55% of the total supply will be burnt. So I want to ask a question: will it be immediately at launch, or maybe after launch?
No. Actually, we are launching at 15 UTC on 19th. Okay, so we are taking a certain time. Like in here. After 30 minutes, there will be a night at 12 a.m. So even I need rest, bro. So after the perfect rest, I will continue my marketing and pay those guys with whom I have negotiated. So it will be fun. Just hold your bags, whatever you bought. Okay, and
All right.
yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
That's important, you know. Like we said, having the marketing, you know, I don't know, Jay, having the marketing cooked up for launch, it's actually really important. So it's good that you have a few more a few time to prepare things up for the launch. I really don't like when projects, finish their first launch and they launch immediately, because it's like, hey, you're not doing like barely any marketing. You need to hype up a little bit more, so when you officially go live, you have buy pressure, because like we said, guys, if you have a fair launch, you need to build buy pressure for the launch. So actually, Rich Quack CEO, that's a great way to do it, like to generate a great launch, man. Congrats on that. Let me just see. Let us check how the pre-sale is going, man. 36.86 BNBs, bro. Amazing. Trending number 2 at the moment. Keep it going, brother. You still have 15 minutes, and remember that the last few minutes is when everything goes crazy. So I actually expect a little bit more. Let me see who else has a question. We still have a lot of people asking questions. Let's go with, password. I forgot about password. Password, you're unmuted. Password, you're unmuted, brother. Password, last chance, brother. No, password is out. So we have Minister. Minister also wants to ask the question and was also on yesterday's AMA. So, Minister, you're unmuted. You can ask your question.
Yeah, thanks, David, for giving me the question.
Ask your question, brother.
Okay, my question is, what plans does the team have when the expected investment or buying of the token doesn't reach what the team proposed on the project? So what other backup plans do the team have for the project to ensure its sustainability? You get my question?
You mean the future plans, right?
I mean, when the plan doesn't go according to the investment plans, so what backup plans does the team have in respect to that to ensure its sustainability?
Bro, can you write it down? Literally, I'm not getting you. So, please.
Could you repeat it once again, Minister? Maybe I can try, because I wasn't. Could you ask one more time, please?
Okay, I'm asking what plans does the team have when the expected investment or buying of the token doesn't reach what you proposed on the project. So what backup plans do you have for the project to ensure its sustainability? Do you get my question?
Yeah, so what he's trying to know, Quack, is how are you like assuring every investor that your project is long term? Like, is there any way like you can say that the long term vision is like insured? Like, or what are your plans on making this long term? To make it sustainable in the long term. He wants to know that, and it's a decent question. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, for that, I'm looking for the partnership with the projects. Those are running already, and those are coming, like the new projects as well. So we will shake hands with them, and also to run this project. Like I know that everyone knows that we need funds. So I will not take much time to introduce my white paper and the roadmap and the steps. I'm gonna bring it for this project. For the revenue, I will generate with that. Okay. So mostly like in 1 week or 2 weeks, I will introduce my white paper with you guys.
Perfect, man. That's actually very good. And also having a roadmap is actually pretty great. So I'm looking forward to see the new version of the white paper, of the roadmap and stuff. 38.4 BNBs, man. Congratulations. You still have 10 more minutes to go. So this is going well. So let's see who else has questions for Rich Quack. 2.0 CEO. Just let me just write down who was the one that was asking. Just one second. It was Minister, right? Minister. Let's just, yeah, that I think that Crypto Legends say in the chat that I unmute randomly. Yes, guys, I unmute completely randomly. So I just, like, the first name I see on the top of the list is the one that I unmute. So don't worry. So we are going to allow to speak Nanotech. Nanotech, you're allowed to speak. Nanotech, you're unmuted, brother. Nano, last chance. No, I think he's not with us. Okay, Nanotech, you had your chance, brother. So remember, guys, if I unmute you and you're not ready, I'm sorry for that. As simple as that. Let's go with Echo. Echo, you're allowed to speak. Echo, you're allowed to speak. Come on, guys.
Hello, Quack.
Hey, there it goes. Hey, Echo. I was beginning to think that you were not going to speak, brother.
All right, so let me just go on to my question. So my question is, the utility of token is one of the factors that evaluate the credibility and the potential of projects. So my question is, what are the utilities and rules of your token in the ecosystem? What mechanism will you deploy to keep the token valuable but unaffected to the market by the market condition? That's my question.
Well, right now we do not have any utilities. I like confirmed it like 4 to 5 times in the AMA. So we will work on it, and also the market conditions is with every project. Okay, so we can't do anything with that. Yeah, that's it from my end. But yeah, we will keep pushing it for now.
And also remember that he was asking about, you know, the mechanisms, you know, for that. And remember that you have the 2% buyback, you know, the buyback and burn. That's actually a pretty great mechanism to keep, you know, things sustainable. So remember that for everyone that wants to know the mechanisms to keep on things running. That's actually pretty nice, you know, to have a 2% buyback and burn. That's also really important. Buyback and burn mechanism. It will help, you know, to keep the,
it will keep
the token sustainable.
Decreasing it will keep decreasing our supply too. Yeah.
Amazing. So let's go. Let's see who wants to ask a question. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to unmute Yellow Lip. Yellow Lip, you're unmuted.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. I just listen when you say that you guys are like doing a video in your YouTube channel, which I see basically that interesting. But let's say this is just an idea, you know. Let's say, for example, when you are doing that video, let's say you come up with an idea of bringing up users from different countries which are not English countries. For example, let's say someone from like China come up on a board and speak about your project in a Chinese way. You know, basically that would be interesting because you can also do that in different languages to attract users basically who don't understand your project in a Chinese speaking way. And you know, you can post in that video in different social medias like in Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter to attract users who are not from the crypto space. And you know, that will be interesting because you have users from different countries and different regions which will be joining your project. And you know, they'll see that, oh, you guys are not just based on English countries speaking only, but you guys are focusing on different countries, which I think might help the project. So I don't know if you guys can come up with that idea in the future. Yeah, thank you.
Drive it, but there is a help needed. Can you brief it again to me so I can answer it? It's a really low voice. So
I got like a few steps, you know, in the in the question, you know, for just one second. You know, if you could repeat one more time, or you could type it up yellow, because we can hear you. The speaker is like some kind of, I don't know,
Okay.
maybe. Oh, now we hear you perfectly.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly now, man.
Okay. Sorry for that. I was trying to say that I hear when they say that they're gonna do a video form in that Twitter section where they're gonna talk about the project in that video form. So I don't know, let's say they come up with an idea, which I see that video form is interesting. Let's say when doing that video, basically, you guys can make the video in different languages, let's say from a Chinese way or a French way, speaking way, do it in different languages like Indonesia, Chinese, and France. And posting that particular video, not just in YouTube, you guys can post it in Twitter, Instagram, and so all social medias, which that video too can attract users who are not crypto users, which can join your project in different countries, which I see that will make the project move forward, because people are looking for projects which the projects are not just working on English speaking countries only. That will also bring people from different regions to come join your project. So I don't know if you guys can do that in the future.
Yeah, but I can understand that you are asking we have to spread this name to worldwide with different social medias, right?
Yeah, do
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
worldwide
Yeah.
and do it in
So
different
for
countries
yeah
too.
for that I'm already planned on YouTube's and like the calls in Chinese and other, and I already told you guys negotiated with 50 plus influencers, and they are from like Indonesia and China and you can say like Japan and all. Also I told you our billboards will go, and we will also post the publications on medias, but we are not going all in at once. We will do it slowly. Okay, so we have to save the fund as well. We are not going to use that fund blindly, to be honest.
Perfect. That was an amazing answer from the Rich Quack, and we're nearing the end of our AMA. It has been like really, really fun and really informative. Here the Rich Quack 2.0 CEO has been so kind of answering all these questions, and all the questions were like on point. So congratulations for that. I had a muted password a few while ago, but he was having network issues. But I found his question in the group, and this is going to be our last question, guys. Last question, and what he was asking, Rich Quack CEO, it was. So I would like to know the assurance that your contract will not malfunction after launch, as this has been happening to many projects lately, even after their contract has been audited, and the assurance that you guys won't abandon the project if the market goes bad. He wants to know how much do you trust your contract, basically. He's asking you that.
Yeah, let me tell you about the contract, as even I told you in starting that it is made on a SAFU norms. So I don't think that it will malfunction in any conditions. Okay, even if you find the audit, if there is any severity issue, that it will be highlighted on the audit page as well. So there is nothing on audit page like it gonna malfunction or like anything happen to that. Okay, so
that's amazing. Great answer. Yeah, and I fully trust. I think that Rock Free Coins is actually a really respectable company. So if they're saying that the audit is correct, I trust, man.
And we also not going to take long like other projects. They promise you guys to renounce the contract in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and they do not renounce their contract, and suddenly they dump the liquidity. We will launch it and just we will renounce it and share you guys hashtags, and then you can start your trades. Okay, so I'm not going. You have to trades before it goes renounce. Okay.
Perfect, brother. Thank you very much. So guys, we're nearing the end. This is basically it. I want to first thank you, every single one of you, for the 45 participants that we had in our peak here, joining us in this amazing AMA with the Rich Quack 2.0 team. It has been amazing. Remember, he answered all of our questions without any hesitation, so that's actually really great, and you all asked very important and very interesting questions. His fair launch is finishing now. You have to keep an eye out on that launch, guys. Remember that with this amount of raise, let me just check one more time, man. You're 40 BNBs at this moment, man. Congratulations. You are 40x from your soft cap, so that's actually really great. You have 114 total contributors. Congratulations for that. So, guys, if you invested in the fair launch, congratulations. If not, keep an eye out for the launch, because remember, guys, low field fair launches are actually great at launches, so keep an eye out because it can be really, really great at launch. But now I want to give the final words for the Rich Quack 2.0 CEO. Now is your time, man. Whatever you want to say to the investors, to the people, how do you want to follow you? This is your time, man. Your final words.
Yeah, my final words are, well, thanks for the support and the trust you guys put in me and my team. So, and just believe and trust the process. Also, what I was saying, like, just forgot it. And just don't rush me for the marketing. We are having ultra low mini cap here, and the chances of gains are high from here. Okay, so you have to hold your tokens, whatever you bought. And one more thing here, the team have bought not even a single token from the pre-sale, so there is no dumping at all. Like you have seen in many big projects, their team bought in like initial rounds, and when there is certain ATH like 2 into 5 into 10 into whatever it is, they usually dump it. So we haven't bought any single token from the pre-sale. We only have 6% of supply. We're gonna use for marketing, and the SEX, if SEX will use for the liquidity. And for the Bitmart, I'm talking. They only ask us 30K USDT, so they are not going to use our tokens. Okay.
That's a really, really important thing to say, man. But well, that was a really, really important last words from the Rich Quack 2.0 CEO. Remember, guys, he has just told us that he hasn't self-contributed any single amount in the fair launch. So that means that he's actually not holding any team tokens. So that can assure you that there will be no dump at launch. So guys, once again, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for joining in the Drive with Crypto launch. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining the Rich Quack 2.0 CEO. It has been amazing. Once again, thank you all very much. And remember, guys, keep an eye out on the launch for this project, because I personally have invested in this project and I will be following in the launch, guys. So remember, this is not financial advice. I need to tell it every time, but follow me if you want. Once again, Rich Quack 2.0 CEO, thank you for being here. It's been amazing. I hope that we can have you again in the future with some updates or anything. You know that our lounge is open for you every time you need it, brother.
Thanks, David. Thanks here. And guys, this project is yours. Feel free, and you can tag me anytime, 24/7. I'm almost like working for this 16 to 17 hours. Okay.
Nice, brother. Nice. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.